Our dish staying on. We're on, right? Okay. Anyhow, welcome to another round of Ray's Boom Boom Room. I'm your host, Ray Mancini, here with my ace corner man, cut man, Mike Case, and our very special guest today, Wayne Holloway. I'm gonna get to Wayne. I'm gonna get to your story, man, because you're an interesting guy, man. I really enjoyed talking to you, finding out a little back at you, and we're gonna get. And you know, Wayne's very inspiring guy, very inspirational, and we're gonna get his background story and what's he doing now. But before that, I want to talk a little bit about fights.
All right.
The fights this weekend.
Over the weekend or the one coming up?
No, the fight this weekend.
Okay.
On Sunday night. Now, people always say, you still work with Fox? I said, yeah, because we don't see you a lot. Well, on Fox fights, we'd be in the studio. I'm in the studio doing a studio show. But for this summer, we didn't do studio shows for the last two shows. So, thus, I was not on. But if you were really following, which, Mike, you don't do.
No,
if
a lot of things going on.
On Thursday, we do it. Well, this time it was Friday. But I usually fly it on Wednesday. Thursday, we do a press conference show. Friday's the weigh-in show. Saturday's we go to fight, and then I'm in the studio, and they come back to us, and between rounds and stuff, Wayne. But they did do a studio show, and plus the fight was on Sunday night this time. So I flew in Thursday, Friday we did the weigh-in show. Press conference show. Saturday was the weigh-in show, and then I left Saturday night, got home, and watched the fight in my own.
Oh,
comfort in my
nice.
bed, yes. And if anybody watched Jamel Charlo of the Charlo brothers, the brother can fight, man. He's a good fighter. And Lions Only is the name of the thing, Lions Only. And he knocked out Jorge Cota, who was a last-minute replacement for Tony Harrison. Now, Tony Harrison can fight. Tony Harrison got the decision over Jamel in December 22nd, the first night of PBC on Fox. Mm-hmm. And the first championship fight, Jamel and Tony, and Tony got the decision, which a lot of people, including myself, thought he didn't deserve. But Tony gave me a little grief about it.
Right.
But I told him, I said, no. If you ask him, I didn't think you won the fight, but I'm happy because he's a good personality. And boxing needs personalities, Wayne. That's one thing we lack right now is personalities. And Tony's a good personality. The press conference for this fight, which was a month ago in L.A., was the best press conference I was ever at. It was the best press. If the fight would have matched that press conference, man, we would have fight of the year candidate.
Why did he scratch?
Well, he ripped up his ankle.
Tore his ankle. Like seriously?
Oh, no.
Pretty serious.
No. Tony's.
Not that I don't believe it. I mean, it was a serious injury.
Yeah, serious injury. He'll be laid up for a while, so it told me back later this year. So this was a I'm gonna say tune-up because Charlo, Jamel was in line for the title, but you got to stay, sharp. So fought Jorge Cota, tough guy. If Cota would have beat him, Cota would have got that shot. But I always talk about Cota took the fight at last minute, or 3 weeks. I don't want to say last minute, but he took 3 weeks' notice. And people always say, is that dangerous? Well, yes and no. I mean, if you're training for a fight, your mind is set on the fight. Changing an opponent, yeah, it happened to me, a couple weeks before a fight. But you're still training for the fight, so your mindset is prepared for war. The style of the fighter is a little different. Now, Tony was a boxer move. Cota was a guy coming right at you. Both guys are tall, but Tony's real sharp, and now he's got to fight a guy who's free swinging banger. Well, it didn't matter because Jamel knocked the brother cold in the fourth round, I believe, fifth round.
Do they pick him or does he get picked? You see what I'm asking?
He picked his opponent.
That's what I'm asking.
But he gave him an opportunity because the guy's a contender.
Sure.
You got to be a guy in a contender. You can't pick he ain't the Mexican cab driver that you got. You can't do that. And so that's a joke.
Did you watch the fight?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think?
Jamel Charlo. I thought he was lacking on head movement and defense. This guy wasn't as good. He caught him with a good right hand. He slipped overhand. It was like a slight overhand right.
Actually, would it be because that was overhand? When you slid, because Jamel's slick, and he slid, and he kind of threw from the side. It was like people say a right hook, but there's no such thing as a right hook. But in this case, it was because you slip and then you hook it around, and he caught him on the chin, and that's when he dropped.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful shot. Caught him perfect. I mean, honestly, I think the fight should have been stopped right then.
Could have been.
But the ref gave him a chance, but you could tell he was nowhere. Charlo comes with a 1-2 and finish him, and when he finished him, the guy was laying out.
Yeah, he was out for minutes.
Oh, he was.
Yeah,
he was out.
So he didn't want to straighten up.
Did he not impress you, or did you not the guy that got knocked out?
Oh, Jamel?
Did the champion not impress you, or did you feel like he was just knew he was better and he didn't feel like he had to do everything he needed to do?
You know, the champion, I didn't see what I thought I wanted to see from Charlo because I've been following the Charlo brothers.
Mm-hmm.
The Charlo brothers, they're twins.
Okay.
They're twin brothers. And I've been following the Charlos. I mean, I really wouldn't judge a lot off of this fight, but
Right,
what I
that's
saw when I think the next rematch with the kid that hurt his ankle, I think it's going to be a good fight.
Real big. But
Agree?
Let me clarify. Jamel's not the champion anymore.
okay.
Tony Harrison is. But you're valid.
You know what I'm saying?
He's fighting a rematch. Yes. Hey, look. People would say, was he handpicked? Yeah, the opponent's handpicked. Don't get me wrong. And he's coming to make Jamel look good. Don't get me wrong. But opponents, that's why guys like a Jorge Cota gets opportunities. This guy's been fighting. Tough guy. Can't fight. But in awkward style. But if he comes in as the opponent, he came in last minute, but 3 weeks, not exactly last minute, you know, he got knocked out like he should have. Jamel did what he was supposed to do, knocked him out 3-4 rounds. That's what he's supposed to. But Jamel and Tony, I'm going to tell you, that's going to be a hell of a fight. And I'm telling Tony, I get to work with all these guys because a week before the big fight, they come in. And that's one thing about El Heyman, which he does one hell of a job. He lets the guys, each guy comes in to do commentary on a fight the month before the fight, you know, so people get to know them a little bit, and then you go see them announce the fight, and then you're going to watch them fight in a month from now or a month and a half, whatever. And Jamel did it with me a couple of months ago. Tony did it with me last fight. And I like them both. You know, people say, you know, I get along with everybody. I get along because I like them. I'm a lover of fighters, and these guys are good guys, man. And they can fight. And but that press conference, man, that was the best press conference I've touched. So I can't wait to see this, you know. And of course Jamel called him out after the fight.
Yeah.
And, you know, and he was just saying he ducking him, and then Tony's ripped his ankle up. That's, you know. Yeah. So Jamel was hot, but he understands it, and they just don't like each other. I mean, there's legitimate dislike, and so when they fight, man, it's gonna be one great fight. So that'll be coming up. But I hope anybody watched the fight. You saw that Jamel did a hell of a job, and.
Is there one this week?
The next fight will be that for PBC will be July 13th, but it's on FS1, Fox Sports 1, which is where I'll do ringside commentary.
You're on the ringside on that.
Ringside for that. And we'll be in Minneapolis with a guy named Jamal Django James.
Django James.
Jamal James can fight, man. This brother can fight.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. This is the third time we've had him on. The brother can fight, and he's going to be a headache for any welterweight. You know, everyone's talking about the welterweight division, which is basically the PBC and Fox. We have basically everybody from, you know, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. Only one we don't have is Terrence Crawford. But, you know, so Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao fighting July 20th, pay-per-view, Fox pay-per-view. The winner of that will fight the winner of Errol Spence is going to fight Sean Porter sometime in September. The winner of that will fight, and then there's only one guy left to be the king of the supreme king of the welterweights, and that's Terrence Crawford, who Top Rank has. But Bob and Al, even though they don't like each other, but both guys are smart enough. I understand Bob, and so does Al, to reach over the table
They'll get it done.
and make the fight. Yeah, and they've already said they will.
Do you ever have? It's a weird question. Since you're a student of boxing also, you can name guys from the past. Do you, when these boxers come in, do you ever have one that has no idea who you are?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, I mean, look,
because some of them aren't even from the country.
I've been retired for 30 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have a lot of those guys, they may have heard you or they not. But I'm talking about domestic fighters, guys that are born, you know. A lot of them, trust me, the fighters, it's not like baseball, when even all the baseball players know the ex-players.
Sure.
They know guys, they know the names. They're student of the sport. Football, but most of them. Basketball, not so much. Even, you know, they bring up some past, and even the brothers go, who? You know, and they go, man, that's not good. When you don't know the past.
When you don't know who George Gervin is, right?
Yeah. But they know from Michael Jordan on. Like most of these players, that's the era. They know. They don't know.
Right, that's the era.
But Fighters,
So what happens?
I'm a boxing historian, and a lot of guys are, but most of the guys, they don't know past before Ray Leonard, and Tommy Hearns and Roberto Duran. They've heard of, Joe Frazier. They know heavyweight champ. They know Muhammad Ali, of course. And they've heard of Joe Lewis and Jack Dempsey, but they don't know these guys. They don't know who they fought. They never saw tapes. So that's the problem. I think a lot of guys are not fans of the sport.
That was going to be my next question.
yeah.
Do you wish they were more
Of course.
fans of the sport?
Yeah.
If they understood the lineage of it a little bit better.
And it's funny. I met Canelo Alvarez in the gym one day, and he was getting prepared for a fight. And there's a gym I worked at, and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna get ready. Oh man, I'm gonna leave. I didn't know he was coming in." And they go, "No, stick around. He'd like to meet you." So they waited. He come in. His trainers came in, and right away, and I said, "Oh, Boom Mancini. Yeah, hey, how you doing? Pleasure. Nice to meet you. Blah blah blah." He comes in, and Canelo comes in, and they tell him in Spanish, "Do you know who he is?" And he goes, "No." And they go, "What is his name?" Boom Mancini. He goes, "Oh, I've heard the name, but I just, And I said, "No, that's okay. Pleasure to meet you." And it was, sweet guy, very sweet guy. But and I'm not, I understand that.
I know it doesn't bother you. I just
No,
wonder.
by no means. But, and even though he's from Mexico and America, but I know the Mexican champions. I know who the great Mexican champions were, and that's what I'm saying. If you're a fan of boxing and a lover of boxing, you would know all the fighters. But at least the one, mostly in your country, of course. But you would know other fighters. But that didn't take offense to it. And a lot of guys now are not. They don't know the history of boxing.
Right.
They just know contemporaries. So.
Right.
Anyhow,
Okay.
But anyhow, so Wayne, we're gonna talk to our Wayne here. Wayne, I mean, you got to give me the background, man. We've met several times. You told me today.
Yeah.
We've met several
Oh,
times,
yeah.
and then when I saw the faces and places I'm good with. Names I'm not the best at. I'll be the first to admit.
It's
But
okay.
you reminded me, and yes, I did. When I said, "Oh, you do look familiar," but I will remember you now, my friend. I will remember you.
Yeah, for
But,
sure.
Mike, please.
All right, so
very
go.
inspirational. Very
Take us
inspirational
back. Take us back. So you're in the. Let's take you back to the. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Hollywood, Florida.
You did.
Yeah, I'm a Floridian.
Yeah.
Citrus Black.
Do you root for the Miami Hurricanes?
Of
Is that your
course.
team?
Yeah, Hurricanes is my first pick of college team.
Yeah.
Football.
Uh huh.
And
What sport do you like the best?
That's
It's a
rough.
tough one
That's tough. I like
because we
all-
grew up with all of them.
I
Right.
like all sports. I like competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So competition is
At the highest level.
at the highest level.
Yeah.
I said, no, you grew up in Florida, so you weren't the U fan.
That's what he's
Oh,
saying.
yeah,
He is
I
Miami.
am.
The,
Yeah.
oh,
He likes the
okay,
Hurricanes.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So, but
yeah.
they
They're
were
down
the
the
bad
street.
boys. They were the bad boys of the night when Michael Irvin and all those guys.
Right.
I said, man, that was a good time. Heck of a
Right.
time.
Those were the days.
Well, my dream was I thought I was going to be a football player. I thought I was going to play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Uh-huh.
That was my dream. A couple of streets down there was a kid named Victor. He was related to Tony Dorsett.
Really?
And so when I met Tony Dorsett, he was down to earth. And then that's how I picked my professional team.
Okay.
Still today, I'm a Cowboy fan. So I thought I was going to be the Cowboys. I'm trying to play football outside, running into my house, trying to football hit the house, trying to get tough.
Move the house.
Yeah. And so then I was a skinny kid, but everybody said I was very strong. But I started looking at my body, and I remember in my dad's house, they had that, what do you call that thing? The curio cabinet with all the
Yeah, like the China cabinet?
China cabinet.
Yeah.
So I looked in there, and I used that as my mirror. So I used to do push-ups, and I was crazy about Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to beat 10 men up at one time. like Bruce Lee did. So I would jump down because he did a lot of push-ups. He said how many he did a day, and then I read the book on Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
So I
That's
started.
right.
So I had to
During
try
the
to get to
commercials.
1,000 push-ups a day.
1,000.
Yes, 1,000.
Okay.
So I would jump down. I'd do push-ups. When I go to school, push-ups. Before class, push-ups. Did push-ups so much till I cried. Then one day my chest got stuck. I tell my dad, my chest hurt. He said, my dad, first thing he said, that's your dumb ass.
Yeah. Stop doing push-ups.
But still to this day, I couldn't stop. Matter of fact, when I joined the Army,
Uh-huh.
they called me the push-up king.
Well, yeah, if you're doing 1,000 a day.
Oh yeah, because in the Army you have what they call a PT test.
Okay.
So your physical fitness test, you have they 2 minutes, how many push-ups you do in 2 minutes, how many sit-ups you do in 2 minutes, and then you do a 2-mile run. Well, when I first came in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, this Sergeant Cook, I come off the bus, drop me and get down and do push-ups.
Okay.
So I'm doing push-ups. He said, keep pushing. So then I learned this word smoke. I'm going to smoke you, private. What do that mean? That means you're going to make me push till I hurt.
Okay.
Well, he didn't understand. I was already doing this, and my dad already told me that was my dumb ass.
Uh-huh.
So I pushed all day. So he kept trying. I kept saying, you can't smoke me, Sergeant. You can't smoke me, Sergeant. They get upset.
Oh yeah, they ain't.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
you don't
got-
want to call out the sergeant usually, do you?
Oh, no, but a sergeant called me out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
won't forget him, Sergeant Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He took his drill hat off.
Which means
That means
they're pissed.
That means all goes, brother. All goes.
Okay.
Oh, Sergeant Johnson. I took it to that butt.
What do you mean?
I beat his ass.
Like you got to fight the sergeant?
He took his drill hat off.
So
That means it's go time
That's right. It's like, I guess a police officer come, he take his badge, his gun, he put it on the side.
because he was
It's a
pissed
thing.
about the push-ups, or because
Well-
you were talking back a little bit.
In basic training, what they did, they were messing, and I was very anal. So they messed up my bunk, threw it out my window, and you have to rush outside. Oh, yeah, I see going. And you have to rush outside, get your bed made in a certain time. And once I put my stuff together, I don't want you touching it. He threw my stuff out when my stuff was in inspection standards.
The sergeant did.
The sergeant did.
Yeah.
And I asked him why. And he wanted to get, tough. And he said, I'll take my hat off. He took his hat off. He took his drill hat off, and he didn't understand. And I made him understand because my school was one of the #1 wrestling schools around the area.
Okay.
Okay. And I was one of the top wrestlers.
So you take him to the dirt.
Oh, he found out.
You took him to the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
How old were you?
I got to be about 19.
How old was he?
I'm going to say 30s.
Yeah, but he's trained to kill people, right?
And I was trained to put you in a guillotine, in a chokehold, and I invented.
Did he
a
tap
move.
out?
Yeah, because they invented a move, and it's still on by me today.
Okay.
So no one trademark. It's called the shitty in the muck.
Shit.
The shitty in the muck.
I don't want it. Like, don't do it to
Hey,
me.
that's
Sounds awful.
That's when the man's slob is on your forearm and he's begging for life, and that's what I did.
You had him in like
The shitty in the muck.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the shitty in the muck. Nobody understands what it means, but what it means, if you don't tap out or you don't give up, you're gonna.
You shit yourself.
There you go.
I see.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
So he taps out.
Yeah.
Then what?
Well, he becomes cool with me, my friend. Another sergeant comes in, and now he's upset. So what they did, they packed all my stuff in my duffel bag and threw me outside in the rain. So I stood there on the yellow line, and Sergeant Nagaris came up and says, "Private, what are you doing out here?" I said, "They threw me out." And he said, "You can come to my platoon." So I went to his platoon.
You can do that?
Bravo, company!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, and they were glad to have you.
And they were glad to have me. I led cadence. I was head of my platoon. You couldn't smoke me. I used to do 100 push-ups in 2 minutes. 100. No, my maximum was 120 push-ups in 2 minutes. 100 sit-ups in 2 minutes, and my 2-mile run was 10:15. So
It's good. Yeah, it was a good run.
So you're doing a push-up
Yeah, I
a
was-
second.
I was
One
sprinting
per
all the way,
second.
yeah.
One
About so.
push-up per second.
probably, I probably can't. I still could do it now.
It's funny you said about the push-ups because
Yeah.
I used to that was what I did. I never lift the weights. I couldn't lift weights, but people say, you know, when we were in high school, how much weight can you lift? I said, I can't tell you that, but I can get down. And how many push-ups can you do?
Right.
Because you ain't never gonna be me in push-ups.
Right.
And that's what I did. And I did that, and even when I was fighting, that was my thing. Do push-ups. And like you said, even when I was a little kid at home, you go out and you bang out 10. You do 20, 25 push-ups between commercials, then you do the sit-ups.
Yeah.
That's what I used
That's
to do.
how I would
I know
do.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The funny thing is now I can only do push-ups because I got bone on bone on both shoulders.
Okay.
And when I went and what I used to do, I have a push-up part, bang, 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 bang. Instead of doing them slow at the right, that's about like bang, bang, and because I'd pounding so much, and plus the heavy bag, all that stuff. So now doctor, I got bone on bone, and I can't. Doctor said to me, hey, look, you can do push-ups, but slow, man. You can still do that. Anything here, nothing here. So I do push-ups now, but now I'm struggling. And I get to 20 because it's slow. It's real slow. I got to do it because of my shoulders, but I still do them. But it's
Because we forget that one thing that's on our back. It's called gravity. That's push, man.
Well, it was funny because when you said when I was in training camp, when I was fighting, when I defended my title, Murphy Griffith, that was what Griffith said, okay, now you get that, and he had a 6-pound sack of sand, he put it on my back. And I, they said, oh man, okay, then he had the guys, he had one of my trainers, okay, push down on him. When Ray's pushing up, push down. So like you said, the gravity, the bag, and but that's, training. But
That's how you got the girls. That's how you got the girls.
Yeah, man.
I used to make them sit down on me
And do some push-ups?
Oh yeah. Oh, you're strong. You think?
Well, see, my line was, I can go 15 hard ones. Can you? I'm trying. I train for the distance. But anyhow.
Yeah.
I need better game. I'm gonna hang with you guys.
See, wait. This show always takes a left turn.
Okay.
At some point, we took the left turn somewhere.
Right. So then, when did you get into boxing?
I got into boxing 1987. I thought I was going to continue my football career.
Okay.
So I kind of graduated. I kind of ventured up here to the northern land and thought I was going to be with the Youngstown State Penguins. So I thought I was.
They had a little pipeline down there for a while.
Yeah. Well, not when I was coming.
Maybe
Youngstown State couldn't win a game.
Oh, really?
No, it came after.
It wasn't long after, though. They were pretty good in the late 80s, early 90s. But go ahead.
Yeah, but 90s. But I spent that 1 year. I spent that 1 year at Youngstown State. But that's when I learned around the area, because everywhere you walked around Youngstown, I'm telling you, Mike, everywhere you walked, everybody was making this noise and doing this. I didn't know what the heck that was, because where I come from, we were wrestlers. We set this thing. You want to wallow? We know how to wallow.
Okay.
Walla?
That's a wrestling
Walla,
phrase.
man.
We put you in the dirt. We wallow, man. We
group?
wrestled the alligator. We wallow. Now up here, everybody was. That's what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Everybody.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh yeah, everybody's like, you know what it
It's
is.
from
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I tried to say. Yeah, I can't.
It's a different thing.
Everybody sound like snakes. So so yeah.
I thought you were talking about, but then I said, on the street they're doing it too?
Yeah,
on the street?
Everywhere
In
you
the gym
walk.
they do it, but I don't know in the street.
Right. Everywhere you walked on the street around here about it, everybody was moving their head. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Everybody thought they were boxers. So, yeah. So, they didn't have, back then, the McDonald's across the street from Youngstown State.
Okay.
They only had one place. It was called the Pit. Remember the Pit Barbecue? It was a barbecue place. You don't know if the food was done because the place was so damn dark in there. You just bought the food and it tastes good. You remember the Pit? It was right across
Just take their word for it.
Yeah. So when you go there, everybody was just moving around. I'm like, what the world?
Yeah.
So they said, there's a place right down here. Here's WashU, right down here. It's called the Buckeye Elks.
Thomas Buckeye.
Buckeye Elks. I said, what the hell? So I walked in. I had to see what was going on. So I go in, and everybody, it's everything going. A lot of action. So I was like, ooh. I like this. Everybody's punching on the bag. Everybody's doing everything. So I hit the bag. I guess I look retarded. Because everybody said, what the hell is that? Hell, I hit the bag. But everybody got all this, they had these pretty moves. And there's one guy in there, he hollered for everything. He hollered. His name, I won't forget, Steve Mitchell.
Steve Mitchell, I know Steve
you know
Mitchell.
Steve?
Oh, yeah, I know Steve, sure.
I met Steve.
Yeah.
He hollers every move. Kaka! Kaka!
Steve can fight. 5 foot 15 was fun.
Okay. I said, what? So you heard all these sounds. So, so I started making the sound. So I hit the back. Ka!
Yeah.
so I started making these sounds. And I hit the bag. A little guy, a little nice stocky guy, walks over to me. He holds the bag. He said, hit the bag. So I hit the bag. And I hit it. Boom. I knocked him back. You got a strong right hand. You got a strong right hand. that's when I met this guy named Mr. West.
Frank West.
Mr. Frank West.
Yep.
So he taught me how to box. He said, you come back down tomorrow, coming back down tomorrow. So I start leaving YSU after class, whatever not. Coming down to the Buckeye Elks. He taught me a jab. He said, you could just beat a man with a jab. That's all he said. You could beat a man with a jab. And I know that was true because Larry Holmes has one of the stiffest. Nobody, I still see nobody with that jab. You know, Larry Holmes was Ali's sparring partner. I still think that was unfair because you spar with him. You wait till he got old.
But Larry's one of my dearest friends, and I love Larry. But he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight.
Okay, but I mean, he should have never took. I mean,
well, he didn't want it, but they make it. You know, you offer him a ton of money and all. He
well, I guess you take it.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
But Frank West teach me the solid jab. That's all I knew. I knew the solid jab, and he told me, I ain't worried about your right hand. When you hit them with the right hand, they're going to sleep. That's what he told me. So he enters me into a boxing fight. I'm going to tell you the place. You won't forget it. Right down here in Brookfield. Tiffany Manor.
Tiffany Manor.
You remember
right.
Tiffany Manor?
Oh, yeah. That's right. They did a lot of amateur shows there.
Yeah. He takes me to Tiffany Manor. And this kid comes in. I was trying to bring him some. They called him White Lightning. That's what they called him. So he's standing in the corner, and this is all you hear. He's warming up.
Yeah, that's lightning, buddy.
Oh,
you hear that lightning?
Making them noises. He knows. I know what I'm saying. Everyone does that.
I said, what the? So we get in the ring. He attacks me too with it. You can hear it. So I cover up, and I hit him. I hit him. He goes down, and then he ran into the Thunder. The Thunder was the right hand.
Yeah, it overdoes the lightning, doesn't it?
And yeah. And then there he was. He was asleep. So then I traveled with Frank West doing some amateur shows. Frank, you know, he's like, you can fight. So college was kind of going downhill. Football definitely was going downhill.
Were you on the team?
No, because
did you have a scholarship?
Of course not, because I didn't have my grades right.
I see.
But
So you just came up and walked on at Youngstown
I was
State?
doing a walk-on. I was doing a walk-on.
Why?
But you know, let me tell you what. I know college coaches. Friends of mine, they said we love walk-ons. We love because they ain't got because they ain't here. They're not here by privilege. They're here because they want to be here, and they love walk-ons, man. And they could earn a right. Man.
How'd you even hear about it?
What?
Youngstown State.
Well, I knew about Ohio due to my mother. She moved to Ohio some many years ago. She a guy took a vacation in Florida, and it's real crazy. His brother was a bus driver, like, you know, the city bus driver.
Yeah.
His brother was a bus driver, and his brother. Let me see. My mother's sister got on the bus, and he liked my mother's sister, so he liked my mother's sister. Ain't that something? And so then he said, "My brother's
like
coming
a terrible
down."
idea.
Right. So he
come on up to Youngstown.
So he introduced my mother. My mother introduced to his brother. I live in Youngstown. Come beat me in Ohio. So here goes my mother.
Come on
she comes
up.
to Ohio. So I knew about there. And so when I graduated school, being that I grew up with my high school teacher, I did not want to stay in her home after I graduated, which she didn't mind, but it was time for me to move on. I thought.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you realized that.
Yeah.
That was time to move on. You know,
well, yeah, you know.
They stay until they get your foot up your ass and say, get out. You know?
Well, Dad said I got to go. Dad threw me out so early.
Well, you know,
I mean,
you weren't 18 at that time, were you?
No, when he threw me out, no.
Oh, okay.
Well, my dad gave me a speech.
Because I remember my father used to say, and a lot of fathers in the neighborhood used to say, look, when you're 18, I love you, but get your ass out and go make a living.
No, mine was sooner than that. he told me.
Was it as nice as that?
No, he told me. He gave me a nice speech. He sat down. He got off work. He sat down in a chair and he said, "Wayne, there comes a time when a cow got to wing his prey." I didn't know what the hell he was saying, but he kept saying it over and over. There comes a time when a cow got to wing his prey. So I got on the phone and I called my mother here in Ohio, and I said, "Mom, Dad said it comes a time when a cow got to wing his prey." She said, "Put your dad on the phone." I put my dad on the phone. I heard all this screaming, and I knew I was in trouble. And then my dad gave me back the phone. Now, there was the big yellow phone that was on the wall with the long extension cord that go all the way.
Go to your bedroom.
And so I said, I got back on the phone with Mom like it was cool. And Mom said, "Boy, he kicking your ass out." I said, "Oh."
That's not what I was getting.
So that's what it means. So, you know, when a bird or someone take you under their wing.
Yeah.
And then after a while, they got to, I guess, be winging.
Uh-huh.
So he let me fly real early. But my high school teacher allowed me to move in with her. So she became like my parent of me in school. And after, you know, I graduated, like I said, I didn't want to be like the social dropout. I wanted to do, so that's when I went on to do my own thing. You know, college, I wanted to pursue something. But I always wanted to be in the Army. I always wanted to be in the Army. I had this poster in my room. Remember Uncle Sam when he's pointing, I want you. You remember that poster? That poster would point at me every day because I had it in my room. So as I went on to the military, after Frank West gave me what I needed, I guess, you know, with the boxing thing going on, but, you know, I had a jab. I was killing him. So I guess I copied Ohio from 87, 88. I was doing no more school. It was done. Some of my friends said, when we go, I said, I'm going to the Army. No, you're not. They didn't believe me. So 88, I was at Cleveland Meps. And I took the test. I took the ASVAB test for the military. I scored pretty good. They said, oh, well, you have good scores. You can get this job, that job, this job. I said, what job is leaving early? They said, well, we have this job that's leaving early, but you scored real high. I said, I need to leave like now. I don't have nowhere to go. I need to go where I got a place to sleep. So, and they said, well, we have this job. It's an 88 mic. I don't care if it's 88, 89, 90, whatever. And just giving the job. He says, it's a truck driver. 88 mic means truck driver. But they call it motor transport operator.
Okay.
Real fancy.
I love that name. Yeah.
Yeah. So here I was. I was headed to boot camp.
What was it? What was boot camp?
Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, which they call Fort Lost in the Woods, and I do understand why.
Still a little desolate over there.
Oh yeah. I wonder if it's still open, because you know we closed down a lot of military posts. Yeah. So there I was, and that's when the story. And when I got off the bus, I guess I was the face to see. I wasn't the first face, but I was they attacked me.
They pick on one or two, don't they? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah,
and you were the one.
I hit the ground pushing all day, but it was okay. But you know, I enjoyed it, and as I went on to boot camp, and then I never left boot camp. I mean, I never left Missouri. I ended up doing it for Fort Leonard Wood, what they call AIT, your next move out to boot camp, and from that point on, here I was, just little love thing with this girl, and sorry on her, but when they give you these orders, they tell you where you're going. Now it's time to go into your what they call active duty. They're telling me where I'm going. I was the man in the little platoon, you know, I called it, you know, the platoon, the cadence and everything, but I was kind of like done. So they said, Private Holloway. Yes, Sergeant. Germany. Okay.
The country?
So then they called the girl who was standing next to me, because our AIT was co-ed. Yeah, and they called her, and they called her name, and they told her she was going somewhere in Georgia. She fell out and cried. I can't leave my man. In my head, I was like, but I'm gone.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, that's too bad, honey.
Oh, no, she pulled a good role. She cried to the end, man, and guess what? They changed what called orders. They changed the orders, and she came with me to Germany.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah.
You had your way out. Finally had your way out.
And I couldn't leave her. But when I got to Germany, in Germany, you have to get the German license. You can't use your United States driver's license to drive the car.
Are they on the other side of the road? Or are they on our side?
They're on
the UK.
No, right. They're on the other side. The steering wheel is on the other side.
Okay.
But they still drive the right side.
But they're on
or
the
left
right.
side, like in the UK.
What side of the
UK drives on the
of the
left
double
side.
yellow
No,
line
we
are
still
you?
drive on the right.
Okay.
In Italy, they drive on the right side. Yeah.
Yeah, so
UK is the only one that drives on the
Gotcha.
left side.
Gotcha.
yeah, so we get in driving. You have to go to driving school. You're doing this driving school. For some odd reason, now I'm standing up like I'm from Youngstown. So every time we took a break, I won't get so Sergeant Cobb. Yeah, I don't get it out here. So Sergeant Cobb said, "You think you can fight?" I said, "Sarge, I know I can fight." He said, "Oh, I got something for you after class." I didn't want no trouble.
Yeah.
You know, so the next break we took, I didn't shadow box. I got real shadow. I was punchy with it. So I didn't shadow box. So after class was over, I tried to get out of class and get out quick. I grabbed my stuff and Sergeant Cobb, he said, "Oh, Private Holloway." I said, "Yeah." He said, I told you I got something for you. I said, Sarge, I don't want nothing. Because I remember boot camp. I already beat him, Sergeant Johnson.
Right.
I don't want to throw. He said, no, you think you can fight? I got something for you.
Yeah.
Like that.
Don't let these loud sounds
what's
behind
going on,
our.
man?
Yeah, see, I'm
What-
starting the ruckus, huh?
Oh, hell no, man.
No. It's the 2 o'clock.
Sergeant
It's the
Holloway,
2 o'clock
Captain
move.
Holloway start all kind of noise again.
There is some construction being done at the
Yeah.
resort.
Oh, is it?
No,
Was that
it's
what's
not
going on?
it.
Is that
That's the
construction?
kitchen back there.
Oh.
Yeah.
They cooking. They killing the cow.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah. So then Sergeant said, "Are you scared?" And of course, now when he said I'm scared, I can't be scared. I can't.
No, of course
So now my chest stuck out. What's up?
Yeah.
So he said, "I'm gonna take you somewhere." So I got in his car and he drove me to. Luckily, where I stayed in was the big Army boxing camp. He drove me to the barracks. Sullivan, I think it was Sullivan Barracks. He told me to the camp. Man, I seen just guys they running training like I never
Career
seen.
Academy, like a
Right,
boxing
academy. I never seen. I was like, whoa. Now I'm a little intimidated. He took me. He walked me in. There was an old guy, and it reminds me of Mike Tyson's guy, custom model. His name was Mr. Ross. Old white guy, Mr. Ross. Mean little joker.
Yeah.
And then he had another guy named Murphy.
Murphy.
Another guy, black guy, his name was Murphy. So then Sergeant Cobb said, I got a guy that said he can fight. I said, and I butted in. I didn't say I could fight. I can fight. Don't tell me what I. So I was that kind of kid back then. So he said, well, let's see what he got. Whoa, I didn't ask for all that.
Mm-hmm.
So they suited me up, put the headgear on, gloves on, and they called, and Mr. Ross said, Fogey. The boy his name was Fogey. Fogey, get in the ring. Man, boom, look. I get in the ring, I'm moving around, and Fogey, yeah.
Doing your thing.
Oh, Fogey hit me.
Yeah.
I saw yellow.
Yeah.
I saw blue. You ever seen spots?
Oh yeah, man.
I got so mad, Mike. I said, what the hell? He hit me. I know I'm in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
I know, but you know when you sparring, Mr. Weston used to be like, ease up.
Mm-hmm.
This guy hit me, man. I saw number of colors. See, back then, concussion wasn't even invented.
No. But that was one of
Just
them.
getting your bell rung. That
So
was just getting your bell
I
rung.
got up, Mike. I said, oh no. I jumped back and man, Fogey ran into the thunder.
Yeah.
I knocked Fogey out. But see, I always had this problem because me and Mr. West, we done went through some good days. I won several boxing matches, but due to my boxing, I lost. So like I would knock the guy out, but I still had wrestling in me. So I remember knocking the guy out and then I picked him up and threw him over the ropes. And Mr. West was like, what the hell are you doing? So,
You did not.
Oh, yes, I did.
Why?
Oh, we got stories. I can tell you stories. Me and Mr. West, we made one top sports center. Rob West. Rob the Rock. You remember Robert West?
Yes,
Rob
Robert
the Rock West from Youngstown. Frank West's son.
That's right.
Okay. What is his name? He comes out of prison, still ranked in the top 5. Manny. No, I'm thinking of football. Not Manny Galloway. Manny.
I wouldn't know.
No, Galloway. Wait.
Manning Galloway from Columbus.
Manny Galloway from Columbus.
Yes,
there
that's
it
right,
is.
that's right.
Manny Galloway from Columbus. There it is.
Manning. You said Manning.
Good.
But you're right. Manning
Yeah,
Galloway.
he comes out of prison, still
Right,
ranked in
you're
the
right.
top 5.
You're right.
Rob West fights him. We fight in Columbus. Buster Douglas is there. Buster Douglas, he's surrounding Manny Galloway and them. We're in the ring. Now, Rob is beating him, but every time they break, Manny throws a cheap shot. Hits Rob. Come on, man, ref, this got to stop. So Mr. West goes up to the ring and tell the ref, he's getting cheap shots. He's hitting him out the belt. Manny throws a punch at Mr. West, the fighter. But here's the thing about old man. It was so smooth. He moved like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. West I said, oh, I like that. Mr. West got out of the way. Next minute I know, one of the cornermen from Manny's come run across the ring to us and try to start a fight. So I jump in the ring, pick him up, take him down, shitty him up. Boom. Big brawl. Man, no, this is a true story. Big brawl breaks out in the ring. I forget what year it made Sports Center because the big brawl. It was the big. Oh, I was just slamming people over the road. I felt so good, Mike.
Like Andre the Giant.
Man,
King
Andre,
Kong
you remember? I felt. I
King
felt
Kong Bundy, man.
Yeah.
but that was true story. But to get back in the military, after I knocked Fogey out, I jumped on the ground and started ground and pounding. Because I saw blue and yellow, and he made me mad. You don't hit me that hard. So I made the team, and that's how I made the team. Now, the team before that, and you'll be familiar with it, the team before that was an excellent team in the military. They had a very good team. Andrew Maynard, but Ray Mercer.
Oh, sure.
Ray Mercer he fought for the Army.
And then Andrew Maynard, too.
Yeah, bomb holder. They were in bomb holder. You feel bomb holder Germany?
Mm-mm.
They were in bomb holder, but their team was over with. And Ray Mercer's team, went to the Olympics. Mm-hmm. So now it was our team, 21st TACOM. And we were loaded from top to bottom. Mm. We were loaded. I mean, I loved our team because when the lower weight went in, he went in, kicked butt. He came back to the locker room. Oh, we couldn't lose because the next man up. Our team was so strong. We could not go. And so we had our big, now it was time in the 90s. 90s come, Olympic trials, everybody's getting ready. You have to, on that road. I was one of the ones, Ray, on that road on the Olympic trials, 90. So we had the big fight in BFE. Won't forget that statement, that auditorium. BFE is stood for Benjamin Franklin Village. All my military people, they'll know what that is.
Okay.
Benjamin Franklin
Where
Village.
is it?
In Mannheim, Germany.
Okay.
And everybody was so worried. The Russian team come walking in. And what's intimidating about the Russian team is just because of the way they talk.
Right.
Oh, just go, But so people get intimidated. They're intimidated, but our team was so strong. And I remember going into the ring, and just before I went to the fight, Ray, I was at home, and I don't really watch a lot of fights. What I watch to pump me up is Rocky. So I'm watching Rocky 5. No, it was Rocky 4.
Against Drago.
Drago.
Yeah, that one.
So I'm watching that. And I just told you, I put in another movie. And I put in a movie called Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing? Oh, yeah. Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
Oh, yeah, man.
So at the end of the movie, they did this move called The Running Man. The girl dances at
That's
this
right.
move.
Well, that's Rosie Perez.
Rosie Perez. Yes, I do know that's Rosie Perez.
Rosie, a friend of mine.
It was Rosie Perez.
She was the one in
That's
that.
cool.
She was the girl.
I'll be damned. I
That's
forgot
cool.
about Rosie because I like the little.
She was the one they put in, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
But I stole her dance move. I said, well, if I win and beat this Russian, I'm gonna do that dance move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that dance move. So
What weight class are you?
I was 165.
Well, it was a middleweight at that time.
Right in the middle.
But now they changed. The amateur weight classes have changed. They're so stupid. The amateur you could at least understood for a long time was close to the pros.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're
I can't.
some 139, it's 141.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, I was very well loved in Germany. I mean, Ray, when you walk down the newspaper, they had one newspaper with me on it, and I walked by. They said, "Wayne, that's you." I didn't even know the hell it was me because they should have lightened the thing up. I need flash. I need flash, Mike. They ain't have enough damn flash.
Couldn't tell.
But they were like, Wayne.
The facial features?
Right, they running around all over the post with the paper. Like over there in Germany, I was like the man over in Germany. Like I was popular. I was like, don't leave. Matter of fact, they offered me something in Germany, but I couldn't fight on the German economy. I kind of stood it because you can't be in the military and receive that pay.
No.
Yeah. Oh no. You
can't do the. You can't do the.
You can't do it, but don't say I didn't do it.
Can't do the okey doke.
I okey.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say what I dokey, but I okey. But yeah. So here it comes. I watch the fight. I'm ready. I get my dance move. Rosie Perez. I get it down. So man, we're in there. Benjamin Franklin Village. On our road to the trials of the Russian team, we're knocking them out left and right. And Tyrone, the guy before me, man, he put it on him. He had the smoothest 1-2, like bang, bang. He'll hit you with that 1-2. The 1-2 is the left to right. Bang, bang. Putting him down. Next minute I heard Coach Ross, old Coach Ross. Holloway! That's what he called. Holloway! I come running out of the locker room to the gym. As soon as I would hit the stadium, because see the way I fought, we kind of like similar in a sense. Because it was like ding, go to your ass. Ain't no dancing, pretty
No.
stuff.
Don't feel them out.
Nah, hell, ding. Yeah, I feel you out, but it's just come on, man.
Okay.
Me, who tougher? You know, and the whole stadium man, I never felt nothing like. They start chanting my name. It was Holloway, Holloway. So I stopped because you gotta understand, I'm in Germany.
Yeah. They don't even know English, a lot of those folks.
Yeah, you know, Wasserschloss.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in Germany. They're chanting my name. So Ross was like, Holloway! Like, shit, I gotta feel this, you know. So I get in the ring. I get in the ring, and you know, me and the guy would go at it, and finally I start feeling myself. Oh, and I heard the one guy from my platoon yelling, uppercut and everything. I thought, oh hell, I'm about to let loose. Man, Ray, I let loose. Before I know it, the guy came up on the ring. He raised the towel, threw in the white towel, and there it was, Ray. The Rosie Perez. I did the walk in there. I might have a picture on my phone for you to show you. So I do the dance. Well, we're partying up. We're partying up. We're going to move on, whatever next team. I usually kind of relax after the fight, but this time, Ray, I go out to celebrate.
Sure. Gotta celebrate.
Same day.
Same damn day.
Same night. All right.
I don't know if you're familiar with an old show called Good Times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jimmy J.J. Walker.
Yeah.
Florida Evans.
Dynamite.
Florida Evans. Oh,
Florida
yeah.
Evans had a famous saying when
yeah.
she broke the bowl. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm going to add on one more, Mike. Damn. That was the night, Ray. I go out with my friends, and all turmoil breaks out.
Well, where you guys went to?
Yeah, well, the club was right there. All hell breaks loose. That ruined my career.
So have you guys got a big brawl? and
Big
everything?
fight.
Between you and other Americans, right?
Other Americans, yeah.
Were they? And
But
they
you gotta
weren't in the
remember,
army.
Well,
That's
Germans.
well, they make the new word called haters now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't.
So
want
they knew who you were.
Yeah, they knew I was. Of course, it's just like if Ray went out somewhere, someone gonna want to challenge him. Oh, you Ray Boom Boom. You ain't. You know what I mean? Look, guys, this really is just a job. It's something to do. So big fight breaks out. Being that who I was, and when that's what they told me, you at this prestigious thing, and you're representing the United States and the Army, and the whole 9 yards. So, being what I was representing, they took it away. The other guys actually get off with nothing.
You're the only one.
Well,
They got taken away.
Well, they buffed the floors.
Yeah.
But they took that away. I got kicked off the team.
Oh, so I was going to say, what was
Yeah, I got kicked off the.
repercussions?
I got kicked off the.
The
box.
same day as your biggest fight of your life
Biggest
that you won.
on my way fighting for Barcelona, right? I was fighting for Barcelona, 1992, right? Barcelona Olympics.
How many more steps do you think you had to go before you made the U.S. Olympic team?
Oh,
I mean, were you like this
Ray,
close?
Ray, you got to understand. Let me tell you guys something. If you're in the military, I had over 100 amateur fights. That's all you do.
Mm-hmm.
We fought. Oh, I was Wayne Holloway, if you mean anything. Listen, Mr. West, give him Mr. West taught me a mean jab and a right hand. A lot of people couldn't get through the jab and the right hand. Then I learned the hook. I didn't have all the beautiful, because a lot of these guys started from this big.
Right.
I didn't start from this
It's
big.
1, 2, 3. It's
All right. All I had was a few punches and add on the third one. The third 1, 2, 3. That's all I had. But when they hit you, you knew it.
Right.
But and I was pretty strong, So I would just walk through punches. You hit me, And I was a brawler, and moving. So I got offered a deal as I could, trying to follow my professional boxing career, and I totally wish I never boxed. Here's why. Because I had other tools that I could use for myself that would have made me, I thought, more marketable or more successful in life. But I followed the sports world, and I continued to follow the boxing world. And I wanted the urge to try to get back to the Olympic thing. So when I got out, when I got out of the military, Mr. Frank West, we were on another road. We were on a good road, actually, getting there. But
How much more Army did you have before you were done with the Army part?
I did 6 years. I did my years and I got out. But I followed the boxing path. If I was not a boxer, Mike, I would have continued to stay in the military. I enjoyed the military life. I don't like civilian life.
Why?
Because civilians make things bigger than what they are, and the thinking that civilians have, oh my God, it still drives me crazy today. Civilians think differently and do differently than military.
True.
You know, we're strategic. I mean, we don't make it big.
You just do your job and go home.
Well, no, even if there's a problem, we find
The solution.
right. We got to get this problem. You want to get this problem done quick. You don't want to carry this problem on because there's a next battle. It's just the way we did it. I enjoyed it. You know, the structure and whatnot. And I would have done my 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
But following sports, you know, I was one of them guys. I love sports, so I follow sports. And you realize that sports is here today and can be gone tomorrow.
That's for sure.
Well, that's why you got to follow it, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I look at it the other way.
Well, but see, now here it goes with this, Mike. Now it comes to proper guidance. Here it is. I come back. I go back to Florida, but then I come back to Ohio because I love the snow bunnies here.
No Gulf War or anything like that
Yes,
for you?
I did.
Did you?
Oh, they were all mad at me. Let me tell you about that. In 1990, the camp was over. We had to do a boxing camp over. We get called. Our company gets called. I don't know why, because we're in Germany. We're not desert trained. That didn't make any sense to me. But I go over 30 days. They call my name. I was back because I had a big, that was it. That was the big boxing. And we skipped that. That was the big boxing tournament. So we had to get back, and I was special duty. So I got back. So I left them over there.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, when they call your name, why is he going?
He's only been here a month.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Sorry, dudes.
Don't worry about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I came back to represent the U.S. in the Army. So that was proud. I mean, I won't take it away, but sports is, you got to look at when you start looking at the odds and the number. We talk about all these fighters that we see, but what about all the fighters that's in the gym right now? That you don't see.
That's what
You know,
everyone says. It's
the
always
odds.
talk about the fights, guys who don't make it.
Right.
Yeah, but they're trying.
Yeah, but trying.
No,
I mean,
no, you got to try.
if you don't try, you'll never make it.
It's all about
what
the
about the
attempt.
one or two guys that try and do make it? You know what I mean?
It's all about the attempt, Mike.
Well,
That's
yeah,
the-
they do make it, but if you're not properly guided, which
That's right. That's what he's trying to get.
Right.
Freedom fighter, if you don't get the right management. My father told me a long time, Raymond, I see some of the best fighters in the world, and my own self, I say, starving in the gyms. If you takes two things, breaks and connections. Talent ain't what it takes. Got to have talent, breaks and connections.
Yes.
Because you could be the most talented guy in the gym, starving, and you could be the most talented gym fighter there is. That ain't gonna ever get to a title.
And I had my guidance and management. And Rob West, when Rob West had the chance to go out, which he did, he went out and a good guy. Rob West went out. He he sparred around with Camacho. He was with Camacho for a while. Hector Camacho.
Sure.
He was hit with Hector Camacho for a while. And actually they sent Rob back because Rob was beating the heck out of Camacho.
Yeah.
And then he got his management team. So I got on Rob West's management team. Now to go in there, I have a good friend which you do know. And he did here in Struthers, he did beat Camacho, I thought. Kenny Cigarini, the Cobra.
Kenny.
I thought-
I've heard people said that. You know, I just
I was there. I think he beat him because Camacho ended up taking Cigarini because he didn't want Rob. He didn't want Robert the Rock West. And Rob put me on his management, but then that kind of things kind of fell through. He had his management people, and then I started understanding. I really love the amateur part of it because we had that big team thing. But then after you leave that team thing, it was the individual thing.
That's right.
You know, and now I don't like it. It was everybody's handout.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
the pro game is a whole
Yeah,
different game.
everybody wanted to pay this 10% that. It was really crazy. At one point in time, I got caught up because they don't know how you get paid. So I got caught up, and I got a letter from IRS saying I owed $2,000. Luckily, I wasn't rich, so $2,000 I paid it off. You know what I'm saying? But because you get you're on the weekend. I was in what is that? Jersey. Where did we used to fight in Jersey? I can't think.
Well,
of it.
there's a couple places they fight.
No, at the
Tutawa.
no at the casino.
Atlantic City.
Oh, Atlantic City.
Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Gosh, Atlantic City. But you gotta understand, they gave him a paycheck right here, and you take a step to the right, and they cash the paycheck. You're there on the weekend. Now, when you come back, you got to pay your tax. You got to pay that money on those taxes because you fill out the
But
tax.
you got to pay taxes in Jersey. When you fight in Jersey, you pay taxes in Jersey, and then you got to pay Ohio taxes.
No one, you know, that's when you have. But you know, you're doing your own money. But you know, you live and you learn. As far as that, I like here it is now. You know, I found out. You know, and now I'm able to teach kids this, and I work with a lot of kids. I coach a lot of kids.
I was saying, what are you doing now? I mean, that's
Yeah.
where you've gone with the boxing. I mean, obviously, it took you. You learned about the game, the pro game. But where did that take you though?
The pro game of boxing, the game itself of boxing,
Or lessons.
or the lessons were great because I teach everybody now to be a champion, how to be a champion. And what I mean by that is further than being in a ring. Because right now I'm fighting a battle. I'm fighting a battle, and you got to learn to fight like a champion because you're gonna run into a lot of obstacles that's gonna take you down. But and right now I'm headed to Columbus this weekend for a regional track championship with a lot of kids.
Oh,
and
beautiful.
they're running top 6, make it on. But here's the thing: some get knocked out, but don't worry about it. I tell them all. That's when I talk like a fighter. I said that was just round 1.
That's right.
That's round 1. And I'm going to tell you what, son, when they're crying, I'm going to give you 1 minute. I'm going to give you 1 minute, and you need to dry those tears and get up.
That's right.
Because you only got 1 minute in that corner.
That's right.
You only got 1 minute, Mike. And then you got to get back out there or say no mas.
You know, it's funny you said that because when people say to me after a loss, "Oh, how did you handle that?" I said, "You grieve it, it pains, you grieve it, and then you move on." And that's it. I mean, that's no other choice, you know. And you know, it's like for whatever reason in my life, things that happen in I'm able to grieve things and make peace with them relatively quick. Meaning, I don't happen in 10 minutes, but it don't happen in 10 years. It don't happen in 10. You know, a lot of guys never move on. Some guys can't, and that's it. You can't become a prisoner to your pain, to your angst. You got to make a peace with it. Like I said, grieve it, deal with it. But then we have to move on. Everything in life, you always tell people, in life, there's 3 things. You're moving forward, you're moving back, or you're standing still. 2 to 3 ain't good.
Right.
2 to 3 ain't good. So that's all it can do in life is you got to move forward.
Right. And my 3 things, I like your 3 things. My 3 things, cause I learned from the military because I take everything. I adapt, I overcome, and I improvise.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, but you learn, you know, being here in Youngstown taught me something. You know, Youngstown, you know, you got to look at America the way it is now. America now, in America, it's kind of like no longer blue collar. America is basically like mostly like white collar working. You know, you're
in the middle.
Right. Blue collar stuff, because being the factories, the mills, all that stuff is gone. So you remember you can lose a job and go to another job because I work in this mill, I can go to this mill. But those are no longer here.
No.
So that's what happened with me, Mike. I lose my job. Now, what do I have? I have these. Okay, oh, well, the boss said, well, thank you, but what can that do for me? Just like here. What can I do? I have these, Mike. What can I do for me here? You know, so now I talk to youth. I talk to even older people. I can't be the pot calling the kettle black, you know. I got to do something. The day I drove to RG Steel, a good lady might know it. She was standing out there with the camera, Peggy Sigovich.
Oh, nice lady.
Yeah. I jump out of my semi. I had got me a little semi. I said, well, Peggy, what's going on? The gates were locked. RG still couldn't get in. I just drove to Twinsburg. I don't know. That's only what? A 40-minute drive, Mike?
Yep.
Made a drop, come back,
And they shut the gates.
and gates, RG, it's
How
not
about
there
that?
now.
Yeah.
Now it's all nothing. You
Mhm.
see? Job gone. What do I do? Do I lay down? No, I'm a champion. My heart, I'm a champion. I'm going to show you. We can't lay down. We have to get up. We have to do something. So now the way that's why I got back with America. The way America is, it's not so blue collar anymore.
No.
You got to know something. Technology is huge. Technology is taking over.
Man. Taking over. That's the
So
game.
what am I going to do? And you always hear these people, school. Man, I ain't school. You know what? You know how old I'll be when I'm done with school? Are you kidding me? No. No school. And then next thing you know, here I am back in college.
Is that the battle you're talking about?
Well, man, you know what? Boxing, Mike, is so easy. Well, it's easy compared to the battles I'm taking on now. Yeah, that's one of the battles. I'm taking on a lot of battles right now, but boxing has taught me to be a champion, how to fight. You got to fight in different ways.
Yeah, internally, mentally,
Right.
emotionally,
So
not
it's
just physically.
Right. So now I'm not laying down. I'm fighting all these battles. So here it is. I think when you get the Webster's, do they still make Webster's? Because now they got Google everything.
Yeah, I know.
They still got.
I'll say they do. I'll say they do.
Or hell, you might even look up the new word. If you look up Google and say bad luck, you'll probably see my face. Because, man, no, it was right. Look, I could have laid down. Here are the odds. That's gone. I go to one mill, and they said, Wayne, we got something for you. Because I was doing my own thing. We got another load for you. You can go over here. I went to Farrell, Pennsylvania. I pick up a load. I'll be damn. Right? I pull down on the chain to strap down the loads because now I was this big steel hauler, these big steel cores you see. Next thing you know, Mike, I fall off the trailer. I'm falling. I'm laying down hurt. The man in the crane, he sees me. No one gives me no help. Arm messed up. Gets no help. Dang. Close the mill. I found a purse. Give me a load. Breaks my arm. Tears my arm up. What am I going to do? Here go these people again. School.
Go to school.
God, dog, I hear this thing. It's beating me up.
Well, I'm a firm believer when education is the only way to educate to elevate. The only way you get take to the
Right.
place. Educate to elevate.
But go ahead.
But I wasn't the guy. I've been always talking about going back to school. I can't go to college and I go back for certain classes. I'm a big fan of technical schools.
Yeah,
I'm a big
you know,
fan of that.
Here's the thing I
That
preach on
teach
that
you a
with that.
trade.
Good. But, with me, I'm going to give you some more bad luck. So I said,
Jesus.
oh, yeah. I told you I invented this. You better check. Look, if the world looking, I invented this thing called bad luck. Because now I go to college. Oh, yeah, Mike. So I decided. I go to college. Would you believe? I said, well, I'm going to do a little 2-year degree. A little 2 years. Be done with this little associates. 2 years almost up. I had 3 more classes. 3. Uno, dos, tres. I ain't swipe dry. I don't know no other doggone languages to put.
No, that's fine. He knows a bunch. But I know what you mean. Yeah.
But
3 left.
3.
Yeah.
We get a message. All get called in auditorium. College shut down. Doors are closed.
What was that, Eastern Gateway?
No.
They're doing good.
TBC. Yeah.
What's the one?
Trumbull Business College.
Yeah,
TBC.
okay.
TBC.
First they hit ITT.
That's it. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. First they hit ITT.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. But come to find out, we were under the same accreditation program. Are you kidding me? 3 classes. Can I survive it? No, Ray. Bam, lock the door. Are you kidding me? Now I was in the fight, but now I got the feel of it. I can handle this. I'm not afraid of these kids. I can do school. It's time to do this. I'm going to challenge this, meet the challenge. Next minute, well, here it is. Today, I'm at Kent State University, still there. My old black ass is still there. What the hell? And I'm doing it, and I'm doing that damn thing.
Now, how many more classes you got now?
Well, I'll be damned.
It ain't 3, is it? Is it? You got a word for that?
I can't. Hey, it's going really good.
Yeah. It shouldn't be going anymore, right? We should be about done, shouldn't we?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, Mike. It's winding. Things are winding down.
What's your
Winding
degree
down.
in when you get it?
My degree is in accounting, and
Yeah.
and here it is. I jumped in deep.
That's a tough one.
Yes, sir.
I almost
didn't someone
flunked that.
tell me?
That's
That is a fight. No one tells me how deep it is. So now here it is. I'm there looking for help. It's very small amount of people that really takes on this degree. So when I'm asking for help in the math area, I'm sorry, but if you want to write a paper, I'm not writing a paper.
yeah.
This is what. So I'm in it. Matter of fact, when I was at TBC, I was doing accounting, and I must brag because I'm gonna tell you, old guys and just whatever. I really put a lot into it. So I was magna cum laude.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you gotta throw. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: what's better, winning a fight or getting a good grade on a paper?
You know what? Getting a good grade on it.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a fight. It's a fight. Mike, let me tell you something. When I went to Kent, I couldn't write to save my life. I didn't want to write. Here's the thing. You ask me a question, I give you an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. You go to Kent State, which I love Kent now. They ask you a question, they want 600 words.
You got to expand on it. Yeah.
Who does that?
Colleges, but not in real life. But yeah, in college.
So, but they taught me to write.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a challenge because the teacher I had, the professor I had, he said that he don't give out A's. He don't believe in A's.
Oh.
He said because there's always room for improvement. I got an A, right?
Did you?
You doggone right.
Do you know how to type?
You know what?
Because I don't. And I bet this is a different era where guys don't know how to type.
I did pass the typing test. The teacher didn't like it, but she let it roll. I got these 3 fingers. I got 2 on the right and 1 on the left.
I use these.
Okay.
That's it.
2 on the right, 1 on the left. And man, when she put that timer on, I made it happen. So I passed the typing test, but I make it get down. They love my papers. And here's the thing. I become a tutor.
No. Oh, is that right?
I'm a math tutor. And not only just I tutor the math, I tutor how to write papers.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
So I knocked it. I mean,
So
that's the
you're
champ.
doing a lot of mentoring now.
Yes.
Mentoring for young kids.
And college kids.
College kids, yeah.
And grown.
You grown men, yeah. So you're a mentor. Look, I always say, for young kids because most kids need a mentor in their life, some mentoring, and hopefully, if you get to be a teenager or a young man, and you have a direction, that's one thing. But if you just still sour at the world, that's a whole different thing.
Exactly. I have a young son. He's 10 years old. His name is Wayne. Right about that, Lil Wayne. And
Lil Wayne.
Little Wayne. And this is one of my reasons. One of my big reasons I show him. Dad can't lay down because Dad could have laid down.
Yeah.
A lot of people do it.
Well, no.
I feel bad. Like General Motors. I still see some people.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, they're moping.
Sure.
You got to do something.
No, that's just it. Wayne, that's what I'm talking about. The 3 things in life.
Yes.
You're moving forward, you're moving back, you're standing still. A lot of them people are standing still, man. It ain't coming back. It's over. It's what they did was shitty.
Right.
It's terrible.
Yes.
But it ain't coming back.
Right.
So
now
get
you
your
gotta
ass
do
up
something.
and
But
move forward.
But they're still crying about it.
And you can't. And look, I was never in that position, so I can't say it. But I feel for people. But I understand. That's it. In life, man, you got to move forward. 2 to 3 ain't good.
I was
Standing
in that
still
position.
moving back.
Still in that position.
You got to move forward.
But it's moving.
And you're
it's
moving
doing,
forward, though.
And it's doing real good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing. Look at this, guys. Why the hell am I sitting here? Why am I sitting here?
This is what I tell.
This is amazing. How did I get here? I didn't ask to come here. Not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was invited to come here. Beautiful. I came in the door. I did something for someone on another thing, and then it led to this. Things are just happening differently in my life now, Ray. This is like.
You got some momentum, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. Do you guys know in October I gotta give up my crown? It's kind of crazy. At Kent State University here at Trumbull, I am the homecoming king. They let this old man kick their ass. Yes, Mike. I was on the field up there. They was like, don't worry about it.
At the main branch, like at the football game.
Yeah, that's where you do all the.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, me and the president they let they let yeah. I know you say don't do school, but I did it. Now back in 1987, I didn't do it the way I did it. Back in 1987, I was this kid just partying, didn't give it. You know. Now, I'm doing it because kind of like you have to, because the world is changing, and if you don't keep up with it, you're gonna do like you say with these people.
Was there a point that you went from learning to now I can mentor? I mean, was there something that changed where now you're able to give that advice rather than take advice? You see what I'm asking?
Yeah. You know what, Mike? I was always told this, and I ignored it because I wasn't a follow boxing. Here's the thing. I always, in my life, have taught people whatever I know. I love to recycle knowledge. So I was always instilling, my dad was the same way, a teacher. Mm-hmm. So I always teach whatever I know. And people they always came to me for advice. And I used to be like, why? Mm-hmm. And so it was always there. And even when I started at TBC, Trumbull Business College, people would ask me, for advice, like, how do you do this and how do you do that? And I would say, why me? But I wouldn't send them nowhere else. I said, you know what? We're going to figure this thing out together. And I do enjoy when I teach you something, and I see it work. Mm-hmm. Ray, even to this day, I still help out some fighters, and what I show them actually work. Yeah. I'm not giving them no bull crap. If I don't know it, I don't know it. Mm-hmm. I have several people in the NFL, out in the NFL. They love my speech. I'm very big in speed training. So teaching has always been a part of me, Mike. And that's something I should have recognized, like I was saying, right, instead of following the boxing career.
I'm listening to you, and you obviously found yourself later on.
Too late, maybe.
But no,
it's never too late.
No, never too late,
right.
As we know. And the military helped bring that out of you. My father used to tell my brother, he said, at the time of the 70s, I ain't going to war, I ain't going nowhere. He said, your ass is going to war. If you're to war, you're going to war, blah, blah, blah. But he said, either you get your ass to school or you're going to service. It was only a choice. And a lot of guys who get jammed up, young kids who are, juveniles, delinquents and stuff, or guys who are going to jail, they have the choice. You go to jail, or you go to service. And most of them pick the service. So what I'm saying is, and even people now, I have children, my 3 children, and sometimes, people, my family, and I talk to them, and a lot of times, people always talking about regrets. I tell them, no, man,
no.
You can't look back with regrets. You look forward a little more educated. You just gotta look forward, more educated. We know the mistakes we made. Believe me, I said, we could do things. There's never a time in life that you can't. You can't. I mean, you can't be a fighter at 40. Right. But I'm saying, you get your life going back to school, educate to elevate. You always got to have the thirst for knowledge, whether it's school, community college, or mentoring by somebody. You got to get that education and have a thirst for it. But you can go choose to do whatever you want to at any point in life. Still, I know guys like you said, you're 50 when you're a prom king. How about that?
Yeah.
You're a prom king. Don't come homecoming. Homecoming.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I mean, when your story's been, this is what this show's about. We're trying to do inspirational stories.
Yeah.
You're a hell of an inspiration. I'd love to have you come back if we can, because I want to hear more. Unfortunately, We got to cut it somewhere, and then,
Right,
got to
right.
cut it somewhere, and
yeah.
and I got my boss over there telling me, get the hook, get the hook.
Okay.
But no, we'll never forget. But I want to fish because there's more. There's more, and it's great. I'm enjoying it. We're laughing, and then they go, oh shit, time's going by. Oh hell no, we got to do this again.
Maybe we was having fun. They
No,
said,
no, yeah,
"We're
that's
having
it.
fun."
But you're around, right? You're around town.
Yeah, I'm not leaving Kenton. Y'all gonna go to my graduation soon.
That would be cool. I live right there. I'm like 10 minutes away.
Okay.
In lovely
Soon.
Talmadge. I'll be coming by.
Soon, right?
Is there going to be a party?
Oh.
It's
I can't do it.
got to be a party, right?
Well, yeah, we're gonna. I was being joking, funny, because you remember the last big shindig,
Yeah, I
my
know.
big party.
Yeah.
Nah.
Maybe not quite that party.
You know what? No, honestly, it will be, because you know what? This is an
gotta
accomplishment
celebrate. You gotta
that
celebrate.
I'm really looking forward to. For one, my son, and myself. My son must see me walk across that stage.
That's the thing.
And my
You
name.
think he gets it?
Oh, do we get it?
Yeah, I mean, do you think he understands that what you're? Because my kid doesn't. He's
Well,
11,
yeah.
and the other one's 9,
You know what?
and they
Far as the
couldn't care
work
less.
and me losing job.
And-
No, he don't get that.
No, I mean the accomplishment you're making walking across that stage, and how rare
Yes,
that
he
is.
does. He compares his school to college. Yes, he does. He compares my grades to his grades, and he already think he's Mr. Kent.
Oh, he is.
Oh, yes, he
Okay.
does.
But I'm a firm believer. You know the old saying, show and tell. Show, don't
Yes.
tell. Your son's seeing you walking. You're showing him by example. Lead by example. I'm a firm believer. You lead by example, man.
yes.
You can talk it all you want. Show and tell, baby.
Well,
Show.
it makes
don't
me
tell.
glad to know that he does.
And,
Yeah,
and
he-
that's a
that's
beautiful. You lead by
wonderful.
example.
This-
Wonderful.
He wanted to be everything I'm doing. It's just wonderful because he's 10 and I'm 51. And then just looking at math. Hopefully my health is good.
Yeah.
I'll
got
be
maybe
what,
10,
60.
20 more years
He'll be
to live.
graduating.
Yeah.
So it's like a late bloomer. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to show him everything and educate, because he should learn from me. I'm your dad.
Yeah.
You should
That's
learn
right.
from me first.
He's gonna
and
be the
see
one
it
you
and,
teach
and
it.
see
That's
the
right.
role, and he see this, and hopefully he follow it and make it better. I promised him when he was 3 years old, 3 years old to be exact, and I tell him this every day, son, I'm gonna make you $1 million man. And that's what I tell him, and he believes that right now. He said, Dad, when I make I'm about to cry here because it bothers me. He said, Dad, when I make my $1 million, I'm gonna buy you a Lamborghini.
Yeah, buddy.
I said, no, son, that's for you.
Yeah.
You make this for you. And whatever it may be, when we walk in a building, Mike, I say, you see these lights? It ain't all about college, y'all. You see these lights? That means whatever, if it took someone to do that, that's a trade school. You see these walls? That's a trade school. Because everybody always thinks it's fed college. You find your neck. You find your niche, and we're gonna blow that niche up. Right now, sports is.
And I'm a big fan of technical schools.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of
right.
those.
If it's your niche,
That would have been me. I've went to a technical
Oh,
school.
they make
Mine
a
just happened to be a
ton of money now
boxing.
'cause nobody wants to do it.
Right, exactly.
but
Right?
the
An
college,
electrician can make $100,000.
You can't hire these
like that?
guys.
right?
You can, look, I'm enjoying someone now. There's a whole different thing. But look, we got to come and have you come back.
Okay.
Like you said, your son, and one thing I tell my son, you went to school to learn about math, English, all those places. My job is to teach you about life. I have a PhD in life, and that's my job, to teach you that. And I'm proud. My boys, they're older, in their 20s, and living in New York together, and they're pursuing their dream. My daughter's 29. She's pursuing her dream. And all you do is you give them the foundation, but they lead, but you see by example. They say, I never stop quitting. I'm in an industry now. I'm in the entertainment business. People think I've accomplished that. Nah, I'm not where I want to be, where I'm going to be. And people say, man, and my wife always says, I said, it's about the chase, man. It's all about the chase. You got to have something to go after, but it's about the chase. That's for me, life. Enjoy the ride. You got to enjoy the ride. We all know the destination, but you got to enjoy the ride.
Mike, when you ask me that, that's what I'm doing, brother.
Enjoying the ride.
I'm enjoying.
Got
I
to.
really am. I know you.
You know what's going to be great?
I'm enjoying this college ride.
When
Yeah,
you
it's
shake
beautiful.
the hands of the dean and you're older than the dean, and you put him in a little headlock if you want to, that'd be cool.
Or the shit in the mop.
Shit in the mouth.
Let's not do that.
That's what I'm
on
just
stage.
saying. Shit in the mouth.
Yeah, I really am. I'm enjoying this ride. There's so many things that's been happening, Ray. You wouldn't even understand. I thought it was gonna fall down after TBC, and then when I stepped on the Kent, it's like magic happened. I'm serious. It just won't stop.
Beautiful.
And right.
Yeah.
It won't stop, and and I'm not gonna stop. I mean, it's crazy, but I am enjoying the ride.
There you go.
I don't feel so young.
No, but
I got some aches and
We
bones.
all got the kinks to work out, right?
But I am enjoying the ride, Mike.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for
Hey,
you.
ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're trying. Like I said, this show for me is about trying to be inspirational stories. My man Wayne's got an inspirational story, and you made me laugh. You made me got me choked up. But I'll tell you, you got a hell of a story to tell, and we're gonna have you back. You got to finish the second half of this.
Oh,
yes.
I'll
But
be more than welcome.
anybody out there, if you enjoyed it, please let us know if how we're doing. If you don't enjoy us and you have any
Talk to Wayne.
suggestions, yeah,
He'll take
I didn't
care
say
of it.
talk to John over here.
That's good
but,
too.
But make email us or whatever. Let us know. We want to hear from you, man. We want to hear what your thoughts are. But think so far so good. I'm proud of the show and where we're going because of guys like you, Wayne, who trying to educate. We're trying to I tell people we want to be educational. We want to be inspirational, but more than anything, we got to be entertaining, man. We got to be entertaining. If it ain't entertaining, why are we doing it?
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Well, I hope I was.
You were, brother. You were a funny guy.
Thanks for coming by.
But thank you. Hey, Wayne, thank you for the time, brother. Look, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for spending another round, your time with us for another round of the Ray's Boom Boom Room. We're back next time, around the same time. Next week, around the same time, I should say. So until then, take care of each other, love each other. Good night and God bless.